Good day everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about learner-centered principle. Learner-centered principle is divided into four factors, which are the cognitive and metacognitive factors, motivational and effective factors, developmental and social factors, and individual differences. So this factor contains the 14 principle. Learner-centered principle, cognitive and metacognitive factor. Number 1. Nature of the learning process. Learning is most effective when individuals intentionally construct meaning from information and experiences. These are the different types of learning processes, and successful learners are active, goal-directed, self-regulating, and assume personal responsibility for their own learning. Example: learning how to play a musical instrument effectively require intentional practice, using different learning processes, and taking personal responsibility for progress. A successful learner is actively involved, set goals, self-regulate, and seek out resources and opportunity to improve. Number 2. Goals of the learning process. This passage explains that setting goals is essential for successful learning. Learners need to create and pursue personally relevant goals to construct meaningful representation of knowledge and acquire necessary learning strategies. Educators can help learners create goals that align with their aspiration and interest. Example: if a student wants to learn a new language, they need to set a goal for themselves, such as becoming proficient enough to hold conversation with a native speaker. This goal would guide their learning process, and they would need to pursue it, acquiring necessary vocabulary, grammar, rules, and communication skills. With time and practice, they could refine their understanding of the language and achieve their longer-term goal of fluency. Number 3. Construction of knowledge. Construction of knowledge is the process of linking new information with existing knowledge to deepen understanding and develop insight. This integration is necessary for effective use of knowledge in new situations. Educators can help students acquire and integrate knowledge through strategies like concept mapping and thematic organization. Example of construction of knowledge could be a student learning about climate change. If the student already has a knowledge about the Earth's atmosphere, they can integrate this existing knowledge with new information about the effect of greenhouse gases on the climate. By connecting the two concepts, the student can deepen the understanding of climate change and impact on the environment. Number 4. Strategic thinking. It is the ability to use different thinking and reasoning strategies to achieve learning goals efficiently. Successful learners use a variety of strategies to reach their goal, expand their skills over time, and educators can help by teaching and providing feedback on strategic learning skills. Example of strategic thinking is students who want to learn a new language. Instead of just memorizing vocabulary words, the student may use a variety of strategies such as practicing listening and speaking with native speakers, using flashcards to memorize vocabulary, watching videos with subtitles to improve comprehension, and practicing writing sentences with the correct grammar. By using this strategy, the student can achieve their goal of learning the language more efficiently and effectively. Thinking about thinking refers to the metacognition, or the ability to reflect on one's own thinking and learning processes. This involves being aware of one's cognitive strength and limitation, as well as being able to analyze and monitor one's own thinking and problem-solving strategies. By developing metacognitive skills, individuals become more effective learners because they are able to better regulate their own learning and problem-solving processes. The context of learning refers to environmental and social factors that influence the learning process. This may include things like a physical setting or the learning environment, the availability of the resources and technology, the instructional method used, and the attitude and behavior of teacher and peers. Understanding the context of learning is important because it can impact the effectiveness of the learning experiences. Motivational and affective factors refers to the emotional and motivational influences on learning. For example, learners may be motivated by the desire to achieve a specific goal, the pleasure of learning, or the fear of failure. Emotional factors such as anxiety or stress can also have an impact on learning. Understanding this factor is important because they can influence how learners approach the learning experience and how effective they are at acquiring and retaining new information. Intrinsic motivation to learn refers to the learner's internal drive to learn rather than external reward or punishment. This type of motivation is associated with higher level of creativity, higher order thinking, and nature curiosity, which can lead to more effective learning. By promoting intrinsic motivation, educators can help learners become more engaged and invested in the learning process, which can lead to better outcomes. Motivation plays a critical role in driving effort toward achieving goals. Example is athlete who is motivated by winning a competition may train harder and longer than someone who is not as motivated. In the classroom, teacher can apply this principle by creating a motivating environment that encourages students to engage in learning activities. This can be achieved by setting clear goals, providing regular feedback, and recognizing the student achievement. Teacher can also tap into student intrinsic motivation by making learning activities relevant to their interests and experiences. Ultimately, a motivated student is more likely to put in the effort required to achieve academic success. Developmental influence can have a significant impact on learning and can be observed in various real-world contexts. For example, a child's cognitive development may influence their ability to understand complex concepts in mathematics or science, while their social emotional development may affect their social skills and interaction with peers. In the classroom, teacher can apply this principle by adapting teacher teaching strategy to meet the needs of their students. For the instance, they can use age-appropriate teaching materials and activities, provide opportunities for social interaction and collaboration, and offer personalized support to help students overcome learning challenges that may be related to their developmental stage. By taking into the account the development influence on learning, teacher can create a supportive learning environment that fosters student growth and achievement. Social influences play a crucial role in learning. There are several real-world examples that highlight their importance. For instance, social learning through processes that people learn by observing others' behavior and outcomes, such as watching a peer solve a math problem or seeing a classmate succeed in a group subject. Another example is the influence of social norms on learning, where students may conform the expectation of their peers or teacher in order to gain social acceptance or avoid negative consequences. To apply this principle in the classroom, teacher can design activities that encourage collaboration and group work, provide opportunities for students to observe and learn from their peers, and establish positive social norms that promote academic achievement and cooperation. And lastly, incorporating technology such as educational games or online forums can facilitate social learning and create a more engaging interactive classroom environment.